Hello everybody and welcome back to Console Peasant Quotes. I made a mistake in my last video that I wanted to clear up before we start. 1440p is actually double the resolution of 1080p. The way it was worded confused me, but he was actually right. 2560 times 1440 is 3,686,400. This is referring to the surface of the entire screen and how many individual pixels there are. 1920 multiplied by 1080 is 2,073,600. Now, that's not exactly half, but it's close enough that I see what he was saying now, and I wanted to clear that one up. With that out of the way, let's jump into the quotes. Air cooling? Lol. That's not, mister. That's a step above what's in a cheap work PC. Well, that's not exactly true. I've built literally thousands of computers, and from all the benchmarks I saw, air and liquid systems are almost basically on par. Sometimes the liquid would outperform, and sometimes the air cooler would outperform. It depends on a lot of factors, like how large the case is, how the rest of the fans in the system are operating. In a lot of case uses, air cooling is more efficient than liquid cooling, so long as you have the rest of your case fans set up to expel the warm air coming off the CPU. Liquid coolers are great, don't get me wrong, but once the water inside those hoses get warm, you're not cooling as efficiently as an air cooler. Plus, those water pumps are always running at 100%, which is unnecessary and does tend to shorten the lifespan of those components. It's all up to you, but you sound like a sheep when you narc on someone for using air when there's absolutely nothing wrong with that option. PS4 campaigns are designed to look better than Xbox. Xbox is designed to have better looking multiplayer than PS4. What? Imagine if someone actually believed you and bought their PS4 because they believed what you just said. I guess it wouldn't really matter, but I just don't understand people who make up this crap. Hey, why don't you just cut out the choice altogether and buy a PC? Then both the campaign and the multiplayer will look great. There, I solved the problem that you made up, you bozo. Like I said in another one of your videos. Wait, are you talking to me? The iPads, especially the iPad Pros, have more cores. So an iPad might have the same chip inside, but way more of them. The iPhone would actually get crushed by the iPad Pro in terms of speed, thanks to it having the X variant. I do agree that the iPhone 7 should have gotten the update to iOS 16 though. So the X variant of the iPad has the same chip, but more of them? Wow! So my CPU, the AMD 5600, has 6 cores and 12 threads. So does that mean I actually have 6 CPUs in my PC? Or do the threads count as chips as well? Or do I only have 6 CPUs and those each have 2 threads? Do you know what you're talking about? Because at this point, you've killed my brain and I've lost all knowledge on the subject. The ROG Phone 5 is literally getting its ass cheeks clapped by the iPhone 13. The hell you on about? Another one of them dudes with their source from Trust Me Bro. iPhone has always stayed ahead of any Android. I personally don't use iPhone since I like the freedom of Android, but you really need to check your facts first. iPhone has always stayed ahead of any Android? In what, every single regard? Yeah, I picked up the ROG Phone 5 because it has a super clear audio jack built in, which is great as an audiophile, but then I remembered that the iPhone has a better audio jack. Oh wait. Yeah, so the ROG Phone also has these cool LEDs on the back that you can customize to say your name if you wanted them to, but then I remembered that the iPhone did that better too. Oh, wait. Yeah, but then the ROG Phone 5 has a 144Hz display and the iPhone has 60, and the human eye can only see 60 anyway, so yeah, the iPhone beats any phone no matter what in every category always. Hey, dum-dum, it depends on your preference. If you offered me the iPhone 13 and a ROG Phone 5, I wouldn't have even noticed the iPhone. I would have grabbed the ROG as soon as I knew it was an option because for me, it is a vastly superior phone. The battery life is better, the refresh rate is better, it has an insane response time, it can film videos in 8K, and it has a super high quality headphone jack. Trust me, bro! Call someone an Apple shill while you make up lies like a good Android shill. You kids always projecting your crimes onto others. Pro tip, don't lie in text. You can and will be fact-checked and laughed at. Like you are now. Lol.
Snapdragon is better, even though it's 40 to 50% slower. Ree!
I often forget how trapped people are by brands. I stopped caring about all that crap a long time ago, but big companies get better and better at manipulating us and turning us against each other for the betterment of their bottom dollar. This guy right here is an example of what you become when a company has stolen your mind. Please fix that the game crashes if you put FPS on 0. Maybe do it same as other versions, the lowest frame rate on 5 FPS. Why would you want 0 FPS? I always put my game on 5 FPS when I'm AFK so my PC won't have to work as hard. But now I accidentally put it on 0 and then the game crashes. What the hell? I can't believe that I've been doing this series for over 7 years now, and I still run into things I've never heard before. Imagining myself pause a game, go into the settings, and set the frame rate down to the lowest it'll go so it uses less resources while I'm pooping? That's an alternate reality. I seriously cannot quantify that. Anyone else actually use a controller to play PC games? About every game I play feels way better with a controller than a keyboard. Anyone else agree? Definitely not. I am playing the Spider-Man game on a controller. I'll play GTA on a controller, but you best believe I'm switching to keyboard and mouse once the gunfights begin. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Use what you want, but my answer is no. So far, everyone claims an RX 750 is faster than a 1X1, Lamau. The 1X1 plays Doom at 4K 60Hz, and the RX 570 can't go anywhere near that, Lamau. These PC kids give us a bad name. I have 2 RTX 2080 Ti's. Good night. What? So you just jumped into the comment thread to belittle people who bought the RX 570? If someone's getting good frame rates with that card and they're happy about it, that's worth being excited about. If you're going into the comments to harass them and then gloat about your SLI 2080 Ti's, then you're a PC elitist prick, and it's you who give PC gamers a bad name. Speaking of PC elitists, I actually have another example for you. You think I'm broke? I would never buy a 3070. A 3070 Ti or higher. I have self-respect. How much of a prick can you be? Like, okay, Bob, yeah, you're rich and have a lot of money and respect and chicks. This is a perfect example of a PC elitist. Lol, such a cool guy. Yeah, a superiority complex over a card that runs video games. I have nothing else to say to these people. PS4/PS5 shall remain graphics king for all times. PC underpowered rubbish that gets put down by 1.8 teraflops on a regular basis, with a bottlenecked SSD and inept I/O throughput. Peasant box Series X, no exclusives, and trash construction for a total defunct piece of trash console. You guys ever hear that story about the man who stood on the top of a hill and screamed out, "The Chicken King will kill us all tonight! Run and hide! He's coming!" Every day he would walk up on that hill and scream, "The Chicken King is coming tonight!" No matter how loudly he screamed, it didn't make it true, and it only made him seem like an idiot. Not sure if there's a strong connection here? I'll let you decide. Superior software greater than superior hardware. That's why iPhone is still faster. You know what'd be great? If Apple would target a new slogan just towards people like this, it'd go like, iPhone, we keep it fast so you can stay lazy and stupid. It depends on your internet. So if you have good internet, it will run at 60. If your internet is bad, it won't, because it's all going to depend on how fast the PC is. I'm gonna assume you're talking about Fortnite? No, it doesn't work like that. Multiplayer games will not give you a better frame rate just because your internet's good. Give it another 5 years when we're streaming all of our games and that statement I just made will be flat wrong, but for now, that's not how it works. I personally feel like the Switch will be better of the two, as devs can focus on tailoring their emulator ports to specific hardware, instead of thousands of different devices. The Switch is of quality build compared to most Android emulation boxes I've seen. I feel like it will rival the original Xbox as a dedicated emulation machine. Plus, it's portable with somewhat decent battery life. Some will disagree, but I feel that the Nintendo Switch is worth it, even if just for the emulation and homebrew potential. I see what you mean, but now that the Steam Deck is out and playing Switch games better than the Switch can, I would stick with one of those as your dedicated portable emulation machine. I'm gonna finish this episode off with an obvious fake, but this cracked me up.
PCs are dumb because when you buy 500 gigs of RAM, it'll fill up so quickly, and you can't delete the files. You have to buy new RAM, which is like $300 for 500 gigs of RAM. PS4, on the other hand, is way better because it can delete the RAM, so it'll never be full. Also, a PC is expensive and slow. PS4 has faster graphics driver than PC. Processor is cooled with air, unlike stupid PC using bad and outdated water. Also, PC use W. Yeah, if that's real, I'm ready for the apocalypse. But it's not, so we're good. I just want to let you guys know that this series is likely coming to an end soon. I only have so many quotes left in my folder, and once they're gone, that's the end. Thank you all so much for following this series, and I'll see you in the next one.